Welcome back, Sports Tonight, on your award-winning sports-loving channels television. I'm excited tonight. Yes, that's because the Super Falcons of Nigeria, they've been motivated as they get ready for that final Alcon match against South Africa. Let's go to Accra, Ghana. I'm sure Cecilia Mogbe is also excited for the team. She joins us now live on the program. Cecilia, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Good evening, Austin. Thank you.
Okay, good to have you on the show. Cecilia, when Amadou Pinnick made the announcement, I saw the excitement on the faces of those ladies. Did you also scream with them?
I think the thing is, it was really joyful for them because they didn't really expect it. Like this morning when I went to their hotel, we heard murmuring. I wanted to have interview with most of the girls to know that there was this murmuring around that NFF president is coming with the money. That was just the talk they had. But then when he came and made that promise and all that, they were really happy because check what happened in Cameroon. They didn't even have his visit at the time. He didn't have opportunity to even see him face to face. But this time around, this is 2 days to the final. He had to visit them at their hotel, had lunch with them, they ate together and all that. And of course, after the announcement, they were all happy knowing that if they beat South Africa, their money will be doubled. Normally, group stages, they were paid $3,000 each, semi-final, $4,000, their final, which is supposed to be $5,000, so they get $10,000 if they beat South Africa. So I guess that's enough motivation for the girls to really beat South Africa and win the trophy on Saturday.
Really good motivation for the team. Cecilia, what are you hearing about the South Africans?
We actually monitored their training today, and I think they were just Libra, allowing everybody to come, interviews, do what you want to do and everything. But, the coach, when I spoke with the coach this evening, he talked about the fact that the girls may be fatigued, coming into the outcome, they prepared to actually beat Nigeria. They did that. So after that, that actually gave them the urge to continue, a run for the title for the first time if they can win it. But she complained about the fact that the girls are fatigued, they're tired, because when they qualified for the World Cup, they were so happy that they even forget that they have a title to still play for. So the joy and the happiness, first of all, was the fact that after so many years of trying, they finally qualified for the World Cup. The captain, who has been with the team since 2006, she talked about the fact that even some of her teammates have retired without getting a ticket to the World Cup, not having a chance to play at the World Cup. So the fact that they were able to book a ticket is number one. So number two will be to beat the Falcons. But they all know that it's not the same Falcons that they beat in the opening game. It's not the same Falcons that's going to appear on Saturday, because according to the coach, she says she's monitored Falcons game. She discovered that they've actually grown in the game. Right now, they are more composed, more compact, and their confidence level is really high. They were on a high, their confidence level was high because she said the kind of preparations they had, beating Cameroon in the Super Cup and winning it, and also going to Cyprus and all that, competing against top teams. They are playing against Chile, coming into our tournament. So they had that confidence going into their opening game, and that's the reason they were able to beat Nigeria. But the final, they said it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be very close. That if they win, it's fine. But if they don't, well, they'll just go home knowing that at least one of the achievements was to pick a ticket for the World Cup, which they have done. And they also talked about Florence Omagbe, the former coach of the Super Falcons. I don't know why the coach actually mentioned that. She says, look, that she's happy, okay, she doesn't have to contend with that this time around and everything and all that. It's another coach, same players, but she believes that if South Africa really focused the way they did in the game, their opening game, they'll definitely beat Nigeria. And she also talked about Nigeria's mental strength. That's what she's afraid of, that they also need to learn that from Nigeria, especially when they had to see the game against Cameroon again. After seeing that, they know that Nigeria is a team that if you beat them once, it's difficult for you to do it again.
Okay, let's talk about what you think can do it for the Super Falcons on Saturday. Aside this monetary boost that they received from the NFF, qualifying for the World Cup is big deal. You think that can also push them?
Yeah, I think so too, because outside the boost, even before NFF president came to talk to the girls and all that about the money and everything, they already said they want to do this not just for Nigeria but also for their career. And I asked Desiree Barnes what's the thing that keeps motivating you girls to want to win more and more? And she said, look, they have new players in the squad. They have players who are just coming into the squad, and these players also want to be title holders. They also want to join them as those that have won the AFCON. And knowing that Nigeria has won this tournament 8 times, and they don't want to be the ones that will make it let the trophy slip off their head. So they, on their own part, want to create history. They also want to prove all Nigerians wrong, because if you check when they came into this tournament, most of them and also Nigerians complained about the fact that they didn't have the best of preparations. There was issues of bonuses not being paid when you were in Ekpe in Lagos and all that, which is still being owed, and also other issues that came to bear. And that was the time Asha Falado was actually, she had to talk with the guests, and she told them, because she's the leader of the delegation, she told them, look, leave the issue of bonus to me. Let me handle it for you girls, and just focus on football. Play football, and you see that whatever it's due you girls will definitely get it. And I think that's really what is happening now for their career, for Nigerians, and also for themselves. They just want to win this trophy.
It's good. It's good. Let's shift from the final now and show some love to the third place teams. Mali and Cameroon. It's beyond a third place match, because one of those teams will also qualify for the World Cup. Can the Malians spring up any surprise?
I don't think so, because the Cameroonians right now, they are wounded. I mean, losing to Nigeria was, how do I put it now, was like a slap, on the face, because you can lose to a team 4 times. They've lost to Nigeria 4 times in the final. And semi-finals, they were thinking they were more prepared, they were more ready, played Kosafa Cup, played all the friendlies, even coming into beating Zambia 7. They felt, okay, if we're able to do this, obviously we can beat Nigeria. We are not meeting a very strong Nigeria. And of course, we're so wrong, because Nigerian spirit, the Niger spirit, was just behind the Super Falcons. So that strength and resilience was there. They were able to make it. So the Cameroonians that will be facing the Malians tomorrow are actually wounded, and that game is going to be in Cape Coast, also in Ghana, of course. It's going to be in Cape Coast. And for the Cameroonians, they know the other objective is to pick a ticket to the World Cup. Since they couldn't beat the Super Falcons again to get to the final and also win the tournament, which was their aim according to the coach. They said they came for a revenge mission. It just wasn't to be, kind of backfired on them. So the rough, everything that they have right now, the anger and all that, will definitely be poured on the Malians. I don't see the Malian team actually pulling off an upset at all. I don't think so, because they actually put in everything to beat South Africa. They couldn't. They had South Africa up to the 7th. South Africa scored in the first half, of course, towards the end of the first half. Then they head on until towards the 9 minutes of the game before South Africa were able to score 2 against them. And we know how strong the South African team are. They were able to do that. I think against the Cameroonians, I haven't used so much energy against them. I don't see the Malians at all. I don't think they don't have anything to prove. Really. I'm not sure they can beat Cameroonians. I don't think so. Cameroonians they're just too powerful, too skillful, and too much. There's just too much energy within those girls for the Malians to actually pick that ticket for the World Cup.
But it's football. Never say never. I love upsets. That's why I asked that question. Cecilia, before I let you go, any other information you want to give us that we can use before we let you go?
Yeah, for the Super Falcons, yesterday they had a rest day, and of course they had time to just stretch their legs and rest. So today, back in training, talked about the lunch earlier that they had and everything. And President Manjo actually promised us something, that once they win the trophy, he's going to take them to the president and make a case for them. What is the case? That they would have won the title 9 times, and no other team in the world have actually won a particular major tournament 9 times.
Wow.
So he's going to make a case for them. He's going to ensure that focus will now be on women's football, and preparations, of course, for the World Cup will start right now. And he also said they're going to have, the preparations they will have will even be better than what the Super Eagles had going to the World Cup in Russia. We just wait